All right. Once again, we are back. It is 7:30-ish on a Sunday night, somewhere different locations in America, but regardless, we are once again in the man cave here to talk Polk County hoops. Your number one source for Polk County high school basketball. We appreciate y'all rocking with us. Before we get started, I want to say what's up to the All State PG, All State coach. What's going on with y'all, fellas?
What's up, Coach?
Billy D, where you at in London?
Yeah.
Hey, we worldwide, man. We worldwide. We picking up steam. Never know where you might find Coach at, man. Coach is international, man. But so we finally get to do some real basketball today. No more 5-on-5 and 5-on-0 and all that other stuff. You got a little semblance of some realism. So before we get to that, we want to see. I don't know, PG, if you got anything. And two mistake. I know you said last week you would be ready around the season, but I just figured I ask anyway.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Try to see some of this basketball.
Okay,
Just good basketball.
good basketball. Yes, sir. Well, we'll swing it around back to the top and swing it back around to the All State PG on the opposite wing. I mean, All State coach, not PG, All State coach. You got anything, coach?
No, Coach, I'm on the same thing, PG. I'm just ready to get out and see some basketball, but I do want to salute all veterans for Veterans Day and just let them know that we appreciate them and they sacrifice and everything that they have done for this country. It's definitely, we can't take that lightly. So we want to make sure that we salute all veterans and current people that's active right now.
Yes, sir. Salute you for your service. Thank you for all you do so we can do all we do and be all we can be. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So, all right. Well, I got a question. If a kid is ineligible, whose fault is it?
Home.
Is it the coach, parent, coach, parent, or the player? Whose fault is it if a kid is ineligible?
Home.
Oh, okay.
I mean, PG, right, man. That's where it starts at. Cause
Yep.
you have no excuse, man. Parent portal, you can check grades all day long if you want to. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely starts at home with the parents. Then it's on the child themselves. And if the coach is engaged in this program and really into his kids, you know what I'm saying, he should be getting great updates every week on what's going on. It shouldn't be no surprises, put it that way.
I think coaches who run a program should hold kids accountability to what the expectation is as far as grades. Like, I know it's kind of like impossible, but if the 2.0 is the status that makes them eligible, challenge the kid to like no C's, I mean no D's or F's, and you don't start. You put them on something that makes it like that they apply instead of just focusing on the sport. Like
Facts.
I do it with my step team, and I have girls right now that couldn't perform in showcase last night, all the first two competition because they had a bad grade. You know, but I think it definitely starts at home. Like if parents are excusing that, then it's a battle that whatever challenge you got, the parents still get access to it on a day-to-day basis. So they should know.
I agree. We hold ours accountable with these and us. It's
Yeah.
some type of punishment attached to it. We're gonna motivate you. But I will say this though, Coach, and I think we need to really, as coaches, evaluate this. But now you got to have a 2.3 as far as college eligibility goes, and that's the bottom. So, we're gonna have to maybe look to raise our expectations on our programs on what kids should have to play.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think it should be a situation where the county automatically matches the NCAA?
I ain't never thought of that.
If it's 2.3 for NCAA, should we just go ahead and do that part and 2.3? Just saying, for example, with the county, so that we're
That would
all
make sense.
I don't think it should be the county, coach. I think it should be a state entity. You know what I'm saying? Don't have one county doing it and the other one not doing it. You know what I'm saying? I think it should be the expectation should be statewide. So if we're gonna do it, it got to be statewide.
That's fair. That's fair.
That way, all kids will be eligible come college. So I mean, I think it should be done that way.
I
Should,
think
should meet the expectation.
if we're truly preparing them for college,
Mm-hmm.
then that's how better to do it than to do it in the classroom as well. You know.
Yeah.
Well, hey man, we here at Polk Hoops, we are about spotlighting the programs, the kids, and we're about seeing them be great, not just while they are at Polk County, but when they leave us as well. And so we are extremely honored and privileged to have two of our alumni guys that's going to stop in for a little while and chop with us. We know they're very busy, so we do appreciate them giving them a couple minutes of their time. They have graduated from Polk County schools and now are excelling at the college level. So we appreciate the PG setting this up for us. Get these guys to hopefully drop a couple gems for the jitterbugs that are coming through. And they both are teammates. Both the teammates at make sure I say it right, the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University. One by way of Bartow, Winter Haven, and one by way of Sebring and Santa Fe. But very proud of these young men. So thank y'all for coming in for a little while.
Coach Red Devil Nation gonna kill you.
Who that?
Say Red Devil Nation gonna kill you.
Hey, we can only get two. If I only say two for Alvin, I can only say two for KJ. So we got to be fair. So that's what I'm gonna go with. The last two he went to. So anywho, without further ado, man, we appreciate y'all giving us a little bit of your time. We want to welcome in KJ Parker and Alvin Tomlin from Florida A&M. What's up, fellas?
Yeah.
Hey, man. Appreciate y'all guys giving us a little bit of your time. We understand it's a big week. It's the rattlesnake week, so things moving a little different up that way. So y'all just getting started. So thank y'all for giving us a little bit of your time tonight to chop it up with us.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Before we get started, anything that y'all want to say, anything that you want to know for the folks back at the house, any words before we start shooting a couple questions, y'all feel free. If you ain't got nothing, that's fine, but we always want to give you that opportunity.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I ain't really got nothing to say for real. Past is the past. We had great high school careers and it's on to the next. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely be putting on this year, man.
Okay. So I know the other night, KJ, you got a chance to get your first action. Alvin, I know you hurt. You was on the shelf, so hopefully we'll get to see you sooner than later. But KJ, speak about your first experience at the college level. What was your takeaway, or do you have any takeaways?
I can say as far as it wasn't really too much far a difference from high school as far as just basketball, just in general. At the end of the day, we lace up just how the other team lace up. I can just say the game speed is way faster than high school. Instead of getting tired first half, first quarter, you're getting tired the first 3 minutes in college. So it's just them type of things and not making excuses. These are very good basketball teams. So as a point guard coming in as a freshman, just trying to stay grounded and get what coach wants and get what the team wants. And got to understand it's not just me now. It's just everybody as a whole. You got to actually play. So, I mean, as far as high school to college, it's not really a big transition for me.
For Alvin, how you doing, man?
Doing good, man. I'm getting better.
Man, I appreciate both of y'all for being able to come on. KJ, appreciate you stopping by at the calf when I text. Sorry I didn't get a chance to get with you with homecoming. I do have a question for both of y'all. First for Alvin, because I know you started a year ahead of KJ. What is the best transition as far as like the learning from high school from your programs that you were able to benefit going into college? Like even when you were at Stetson, like what was the plus that you learned from your high school programs?
Um, really just, man, you gotta stay in the lab, man. You want, like you coming in, you practicing everything. Some people might get tired of some. You gotta put in that extra work. No matter like if you tired, you hurting, everybody hurting. You gotta keep putting in that work.
Yeah. KJ?
I can say, I played at 3 different high schools. I picked up a lot of things from each coach. Um, Pretty much just wanted to win. Every coach I played for wanted to win. Just had a different approach to the game. Just making sure you be yourself. Either way, you coming into college. Some people like to come in and they red shirt off the bat just because of the adversity that hits them. Just pretty much coming in, staying yourself, being yourself.
Gotcha.
How has the transition been as a student? Because at FAMU, we understand it's a little different, right? And I got to make sure I say it the right way for the Rattlers that watch. Um, how has that, and Alvin, you got more of a comparison because you go from Stetson to FAMU. How was that transition for you as a student? You even got in the gym. How was the student transition for you?
Um, at Stetson, I'm not gonna lie, it was a lot of work. FAMU is a lot of work, but it lightened up a little bit. I'm able to like manage with my schedule more, more flexible.
Okay. KJ, how's it been for you? You just got in high school to college. How's it been for you?
Um, Pretty much high school is cakewalk. I mean, we student athletes, so we know how it is just showing up to class and not really we doing work, but they pretty much just giving us grades in high school. Now you actually have to communicate with other students. You have to actually go into office hours and make sure you stay on top of your work. So as far as just it's really you got to make a schedule just for school and basketball itself. So making sure you go in and communicate with your professors. So it's been I won't say it's a lot, but it's stuff that you actually have to manage now.
Definitely got to be a huge adjustment because you traveled and you back at it. Like, you when I called you like, Coach, I just got off the plane from Nebraska. You had 2 trips and then you're coming in on a day that y'all off. You got 2 days and then y'all leave tomorrow.
Yeah, we leave tomorrow after practice.
Rather practice. So you'll miss what you and y'all play too. So you'll miss a couple of days of school. Do they have like tutors for y'all, or how do y'all catch up on the work? Is it something that's y'all responsibility?
Um, I know, like before we headed to Nebraska, we left early, so we missed that whole week of class. We have a sports counselor that travel with us. We have study hall on the road, so like in the morning we'll wake up 9, eat breakfast, and have study hall from like 9 to 12. Then after that we'll go to shoot around, but that's every day that we're on the road. So I know tomorrow he makes sure everybody go to class. We'll practice early. We're practice at like 3 to like 5:30, and we'll just head to Gainesville from there.
What's up, fellas? I got a question. No, I don't have a question. Can you please give advice to kids in the county or just kids, period, about like the recruiting process, selecting, a program to go into to play sports, and like what advice would you give somebody that's looking to play at the next level?
I can say, as far as coming out of high school, I had schools looking at me and things like that. But I can say, don't get caught up in Power Fives and all of the schools like that. Go somewhere where a coach really wants you. Go somewhere where you know you can play, where you know you can get better. Like us, I mean, we playing high competition. We just played the number 8 team in the country. So it's like, I mean, as far as just, it's not a power five, but we having it. We getting the same looks. We on TV. So night in, night out. So I mean, go somewhere where the coach actually wants you and you know you can get better from there.
Yeah, coming off of what KJ said, it's really the same thing. One thing I learned about when I got to college, it's really like all the same thing. If you know how to hoop, you know how to hoop. They'll find you.
Yeah.
Hey Alvin, you mind talking about the transfer portal? We talk about the transfer portal all the time, and coaches tell us all the time they recruit the transfer portal first, and then they looking at JUCOs, and then they looking at high school kids. Can you kind of share your experience being in the transfer portal, and just let people know that we're not just telling them anything, that it's real out here.
Yeah, the transfer portal is really, to me, it was really much like recruiting out of high school. And then, now since, all of this, the COVID years and all that, so they, a lot of times nowadays, they looking at college players first over the high school players and stuff like that. And then before the high school players, they'll go to like JUCOs or something like that. So now you just, you got to stand out, man.
Yeah, it might come better hearing it from you, you know what I'm saying? Because you've been in it. We try to explain it to the kids all the time, and we kind of come off like we're the bad guys when we say, man, the kids, they're not recruiting high school kids the same way. Now the big one, that got me kind of hyped up for y'all was sitting there with y'all at lunch, in the cafeteria, in the cafe, and y'all play y'all one of y'all friends. Y'all play Walt. One of y'all brothers, Polk County versus Polk County. How y'all feel about that?
It's going to be a good game, man. Gonna compete. Come out there hoop, man.
KJ, now that's a former teammate, so
It's something me and him talked about like years ago when I first got there. Just thinking about the future and like one day we either gonna be on the same team or one day we either be playing against each other. And we finally got it. So I mean, at the end of the day, we went from competing in practice against each other, playing with each other. Now we're going against each other. So it's gonna be fun.
yeah, I wish Walt was on. I keep I keep it at peace now because I ain't got all three of y'all on. So I won't go into the real tumor take of it. Anyway, Billy, y'all got some more for him? Born?
Hey, so can you I know y'all about to jump. I know y'all, college guys. Real quick, can you all give these guys, the kids, because obviously they're going to respect y'all and take it better from y'all. What does a day look like for y'all now that you're in season? Because when we say it, y'all know it, and y'all was in high school, so y'all probably looking at the screen sideways when we used to talk about it when y'all was here. But it's a job. It's like this real life. This ain't no game once these people get you on campus and they paying for you to be here. So maybe they hear from y'all who they respect, that they still look up to. Maybe it'll come across a little different than what we saying, and we just be hating, we capping and all this stuff. We don't know no better. You ain't gotta go minute by minute, but just kind of, just in general, what your day look like.
Tell them about a typical day and then I'll tell them about like a game day.
All right, wait, first off, I ain't gonna lie. All right, you see all high school, everything fun. But when you get to college, I ain't gonna lie, it's a business, man. It's a business for hell or not. But like a typical day, I'd say, like early morning, like 7 a.m., you have weights, something like that. After weights, you get breakfast or something. After that breakfast, you get up shots or something like that. After shots, come back, you'll probably chill, take a shower for a little bit, go to class, get your classwork done. After that, straight after class, you got practice. Right after practice, get some extra work in and so forth.
You may have another class after practice. You may have a class right before practice. You gotta leave class to go to practice. Stuff like that.
Everything on schedule for real.
That ain't even talking about with y'all. how y'all got to navigate Friday. Because at FAMU, Friday is a holiday, right? Every Friday is a holiday.
Yeah, they like how we do it. Like it's FAMU. You know how they have student body. We have all the events and stuff like that. So like homecoming, we practice it during homecoming. So you got practice, you got the set, you got parties. Coach ain't hear none of that. So you had the set. He'll schedule practice right during the time of a party. He'll find out what time everybody.
That's what I'm getting at. Like Fridays is holiday. When I say it's a weekly holiday at FAM, that's what we, set Fridays for people that know. They say if you know, you know. So all that goes into before you get in the gym. Then you got to go in the gym and you got to perform at a high level. So tell us, what can folks expect out of FAMU this year? What y'all willing to share? I know, KJ, you come from a grill, so you probably ain't gonna say much or nothing, but we'll at least ask you the question and give you a chance to kind of answer. What can folks expect from y'all this season from FAMU, from y'all individually, and then as FAMU as a squad?
For me, I can say really just shocking the world, proving everybody wrong. The first 2 games I did something that people think I wouldn't do. A lot of people think I couldn't do. So just coming out and being able to put on for my team and have the coach behind me to allow me to be myself. So just continue to stay in the gym and just be myself.
And for me, this year I'm coming in, competing at a high level, man, doing anything that my team need, man. We got some big plans this year. We trying to go all the way.
Now, has the transition been better for both of y'all being up there? Because y'all both from Polk, and I'm sure y'all knew each other before y'all got there. Y'all are kids. How does it help to having somebody at school with you? For both of y'all, you guys, you know what I'm saying?
It's like me and Al, we knew of each other, but then we started getting real close like last year, stuff like that. And not only just we know each other, we play with each other, like we play basketball with each other. And I stay with him, so it's like my brother now. So it's like to have family up here. It's like for real family. It feels good.
Yeah.
Not even to mention like Tally is just like Polk County. We got a lot of people from Polk here, so it felt like I never left home for real.
Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all some advice, man. When I played ball, if it's anything that I could share that I didn't until my senior year was aggressive on, is hold each other accountable. You know what I'm saying? Don't allow each other to not take the passion of the sport serious. It's okay to enjoy college, go out, you know what I'm saying, but hold each other accountable, man. You know what I'm saying? If it's school and one of y'all ain't taking care of business there, be a brother to each other, and hey man, you got to take care of your business, man. We are here to both, you know what I'm saying, get degrees and try to go to the next level, whether it's overseas or NBA, and play. Don't let one another get off task. Don't get into situations where you're pressured in, and that it can be a situation where you regret that you went somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like you got to always be on every scene too. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys gonna be targeted athletes, but just for each other, hold each other accountable, and don't let one another get off task. That's very important to what the brotherhood is. You know what I'm saying? Don't feel like, hey, this person doing this, I'm gonna let them do it. Stay on each other. Whether it's getting up shots, y'all close. The more y'all get close, y'all do everything together. It's only gonna make y'all better.
Yes, sir.
So y'all told me, y'all said how y'all individually look like for this year, but how as a team, how y'all feel, and how you feel like y'all position and compete compared to the rest of the conference.
We loaded. I could say, looking at the conference and the other teams, I feel like they can't match. Nobody can match up with us. This year we have the size, we have everything we need here. So now it's just about competing in practice, making each other better, and really just communicating with each other. Because I honestly feel like we can win the SWAC championship this year.
Yeah, man.
Okay. And so Tuesday night, Florida, KJ and Alvin versus Walt. And I guess some other guys will be playing too, but that's all Polk. That's all we really care about. So anything y'all want to say, any shout outs, anything, any pub y'all want to do for folks that may be checking in, I mean, you got a whole season, but I think that's gonna be a little bit of a little edge. And then I know y'all played against Riley kid too that played in Florida, so it'll be a lot of familiarity there. So anything else y'all want to say before we let y'all go? We know y'all busy college guys. We appreciate the time y'all gave us tonight. And we wish you well. We're so proud of all y'all. But anything you want to say before y'all jump off? Y'all got it.
I just want to just thank y'all for allowing us to come on and share what we went through, what we're going through right now. To talk back to the kids who want to be at the next level. So I want to thank y'all for that.
No, we appreciate you, man. Appreciate y'all. Really appreciate y'all.
Where is it at?
I mean, anything you got, Adam, we want to cut you off. Give you a chance if you want to say anything.
Yeah, thank y'all for tapping in with us, man. It's been a minute.
We've been watching. We've been watching. We was told the other night. We knew we was gonna see KJ, and we was looking for you, and he was so we were looking. So we'll be tuned in Tuesday night also. We proud of both of y'all, man. We so proud of y'all. Y'all be great this year, man. Be great, and we root for you. Thank y'all for your time. Y'all be safe, and good luck to you, man.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right. All right, so we got two guys that we know doing well. We got another guy that we know doing well that they'll be playing against. So that's gonna be pretty neat, for three of our guys to go at it on Tuesday night. But it's around that time when we're about to start playing. So them not the only guys we got playing college ball right now, right? So we got a few here and there, and want to make sure that we shout out everybody that we can think of anyway that we know of, and I'm sure it's plenty that we just don't know about. So any help that y'all can give us would be great. But if we just go, we know that we count football and basketball. I guess last year Lakeland sent a bunch of football kids for football. They didn't send nobody for basketball. Do we have a lot more kids?
Let me ask y'all that. With the where are they now? Is more so. I didn't think about it last year. How many kids did we have go to college for basketball last year outside of Dillon?
Outside of Dillon, KJ. Outside Dillon,
KJ and Dillon.
And no, he was already there. Trey was already. Then it's a kid went from Santa Fe. Then one of them kids from Santa Fe go to school. The kid that transferred from Durant. I want to say.
That's why I'm asking y'all. It'd be interesting to go down the line from when we started Polk Hoops, and just kind of that can be a reality check too. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it might hit home a little different from some people, but from this time we started Polk Hoops to where we're at now on a year-to-year basis, how many kids do we have that are actually playing college basketball? That percentage, so that their reality kicks in. You know what I'm saying? We're talking last year. I don't recall nobody but KJ and Dillon.
KJ and Dillon.
Walt the year before.
Walter Alvin and Diego. Diego went that would.
Is Diego still up there?
That's a good question. Guess we can look it up. I know Luke was at Florida Southern from Lakeland. I don't know if he's still at Florida Southern. Trey is over at St. Leo.
So Trey is with Walt them. Trey is with Walt them, right?
No.
Trey a year behind them, right? No. Yeah.
No.
Cause this Walt third year.
Trey is the year behind them.
So Trey a year behind them. So Walt, this their third year. This Trey second.
Didn't Cooper go to Eckerd or
Cooper
somewhere?
Ellis went. He went to one of them schools that Florida Southern play. The first kid from Victory went to University of Tampa, right?
Trey is at University of Tampa. Trey
Lane is at St. Leo.
St. Leo.
Leo.
And Purvis Anderson is at University of Tampa.
Where did Purvis play at?
Victory.
Okay.
No, I thought he went to State College of Florida or something.
That's where what's the name went? The kid from Santa Fe, Javon, him and Joe.
Florida College, I think that's where Purvis went to.
Yeah, Florida College.
Yeah.
Trey Lane transferred from St. Leo. I hadn't heard that one, Miss Shaw.
You know what though? It makes sense that
I'm not saying it's not true.
We Donner over there. With Donner being over there, I can see that.
That Trey left St. Leo and went to Tampa.
Yeah. So they're a lot in conference transfers too now.
Bro, with the portal, I think you allowed like one without some restrictions.
Okay.
Look at them numbers. Look at the percentages, man. So what do you? I mean, that's real life. Like, what do you? So Trey Lane left Miss Shaw and Coach Downing. Trey left St. Louis and went to University of Tampa. That what we saying? I haven't heard that one. That's breaking news. Okay, Chase Reagan Moore went to Bluefield University.
What about the
Dang.
What about the four that went Santa Fe?
The Santa Fe four.
They had like four of them go. Then the 3 or 4, Joe them where they at now?
I have no clue.
I have no clue. I thought I saw last season. I saw somewhere that I thought Joe was at Kaiser, I think. But don't quote me on that.
That's down south, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, but I want to say that's what I saw. I saw that somewhere. I saw a picture somewhere with him. With Kaiser.
One of the guards went to school in Michigan. Are they still up there?
No, he's not.
No, he came home.
He came back. Yeah, I don't think none of them are, well, unless Joe's still in. I don't think the other three not in school nowhere.
All right, you got Alvin. Alvin's at FAM. That's a small percentage of kids, man. That like the work ethic that these kids put in, and they question mark us on what we're ranking. And the reality they don't kick in to them like, yo, you focus on like telling us about why you're ranked so low, but how much time you putting in the work to try to get to the next level, and how important is that? You know what I'm saying? Like these kids, that is Trey's at UT.
Wow.
These kids,
go and stay.
Great school. If that's a great school for him. If the coach there, because that's the same one Coach Capers, right?
Yes.
Yeah. He'll get to turn up. He'll get to let it loose.
Wow.
He'll get to let it loose there.
Wow. I did not know that Trey had left and went to Tampa, but I guess
I would go to Tampa before I go to St. Leo.
Well, I mean, with Darner,
I don't know how it is now. St. Leo was trash. Like we never 4 years, St. Leo never came close to beating us. And they had so much talent.
So what was trash? Coaching was trash?
I can't tell you. I just know we used to put the foot on them faithfully. They're like Duke playing the one ACC school that they'll never lose to. Yeah.
Faithfully, bro.
Walk in the gym, know we're gonna get a dub. I think, I go back and look at the books, but I don't think Santa Fe came 15 close to. I mean St. Leo. And they had some talent. I ain't lying. They had some guards. Now they had some guys. What actually Tampa used to get to him faithfully.
Bro.
Yeah, Tampa way better situation.
Bro, y'all used to get.
Hey man, next time we get Coach Gibbons on, we'll tell him.
Bro, y'all used to get to him.
Oh man. But we fighting over the stat sheet after that game. Billy, you know what that's about, man. You don't have them kids in there talking hyped up about who they finna play. They know they're gonna beat.
Of course,
game ain't even over. They pulling up the stat sheet.
Oh man, Coach
never lost Santa Fe. I mean St. Leo.
Coach T got us some stats. Oh man. See. Oh yeah, Shaw went to school last year. Shaw went to
Shaw up there. Where's Shaw at again?
Livingstone,
yeah.
JG went to Pasco. Thomas Kaylin went to Pasco. Back injury.
Oh, so Monty not playing. He's hurt his back.
That's at least we know where some of them at. You know, that's a good take on it. We need to start following up on that year in. Like, where are they now?
We need to write this stuff down. I have to go back and write this stuff down, post it on the page, ask people to help us add to it. I know it's more that we're missing. I know we're missing a whole lot. And you know the way you find out you're missing is when you post, and the minute you miss, they're gonna let you know.
That's important. We don't want to post nothing and then we forget about it.
We don't want to post and miss nobody. Then y'all be coming for us.
But no, Coach, ask the question. Ask the question first. I bet you we don't get any responses. And then when we post the list, that we trash.
All right. So where are they now? I'm gonna make the post in the morning. Where are they now? Send us the people. Send us the folks. And then we're gonna just sit and then we'll wait 2 days. And we'll post what we know. And then y'all, my little cousin, y'all ain't put him out there. How y'all they be trying you, cuz? Like, come on, man. We live in just sort of smoke signal a lot, man. That's just like with these rankings. How can we continue to miss people every year, no matter how in depth? We expanded the thing this year. We did 50 kids overall and 10 honorable mentions. So we did 60 kids. We did 9 for 27. Although we had a couple 28 kids in there. We did 11 for 26, 15 for 25, and 15 for 24. We still miss kids. Still miss them, Coach.
Man, Coach, I'm not worried about that. I'm from Missouri.
Still miss them. We still missed them. We still trash. I need to write some of this stuff down.
We get criticized for not putting people on there that hadn't played a minute of varsity basketball, man. I'm not trying to hear that. Like I said, I'm from Missouri, bro. They have to prove it on the court. Numbers don't lie.
There's one thing I will say, though, and you always say that, Coach, that it'll take care of itself at the end.
Definitely.
If you're supposed to be that person, like I remember we didn't have Shaw ranked. We didn't have Monty's son ranked high up in the situation. And both of them proved us wrong and became all-state and, you know what I'm saying, top 5 players in the thing. But again, it's like you can list preseason 5 All-Americans at the college level, and then at the end of the season, it's going to be different. Everything's going to be different.
Coach, we don't mind giving them their flowers, bro. We will recognize anybody that's putting in work. We really don't. But, you know, trying to go off JV or, you know, like summer stuff is kind of difficult. So now is the time. Time has come right now. You know what I'm saying? We'll recognize anybody that's putting in work. Ain't no bias in that. You know what I'm saying?
And then some of the kids we put on there on the love because it wasn't even a fair shake in some cases, and then we still got signed for even showing you some love. It's just like, well, you just can't win for losing, boy. I tell you. But hey, like Coach say, this week we get started, and you put on a uniform, and you go play against somebody who got a uniform that look different than yours, and they starting to keep scoring. They starting to blow the whistle a little bit. So, we got. I know the first one. I know tomorrow night. So, Coach, what we want to talk a couple of them? I know everybody didn't send their stuff in, but
Yeah, I mean, we
I
need
was
to
supposed
let
to
the
send
people
something in.
No.
Oh.
You wasn't sending nobody in. It was like asking people to send they
schedules.
for tip off, so we can post them and talk about them. And everybody didn't send them. We know everybody.
Who all didn't send their schedule, man?
I mean, it's like who.
Let me get my rundown on why they didn't. Who didn't send it? Get it to me.
Well, this is the thing. I can tell you who we got. Let me say that. Let me tell you who we got.
No, I want to hear who we ain't got.
Well, I mean, if I tell you who, if
That
you
list
hear who
gonna
we
be
got,
short. Who we got? That list gonna be real short.
if you hear who we got, then you'll know who we don't have. So let me just go to my saved pictures because I save them and I post them. Yeah, like he locked and loaded tonight. You know, every now and then he catch him sideways. So I know that Arbondale sent theirs, and they got games tomorrow and they got games on Wednesday. I'm trying to get to it, PG. So we'll talk. The first one I'm coming up on is the celebration. The celebration people sent me theirs, and Haines City will be in that one.
Wouldn't even cover celebration. How they sending us their stuff?
Yeah, so Thursday and Saturday. So I'll keep going. So I'm gonna post it. So Winter Haven sent theirs. Winter Haven will be in Duval Friday and Saturday. They played the Potter's House at 6:00 on Friday night, and they play Andrew Jackson at 6:30 on Saturday night. What we know about what we think about that. When they even trying to get out of town and they going to get some good competition up there. Potter's House and Andrew Jackson got squads.
I think that's good. I don't know.
Yeah,
that's a great move. Yeah, I think that's a great tip-off classic.
Yeah. Jackson was just in the championship game, 2 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Potter's House used to be a powerhouse. They in that CIAA now. So I think it's great competition.
That's a great tip-off classic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
Who you said was at celebration?
Celebration, we got they on Thursday, Haines City, but they got some good games over there just on name teams. They got Poinciana IMG, Lake Buena Vista Cocoa, Lake Nona, Montverde, Haines City Celebrations on Thursday. And Saturday, IMG
Montverde, National Montverde is over there playing?
I don't think
Montverde Academy.
Yeah. No, I don't know about that one. I get that one.
Trash.
Keep going.
All right, we got Jenkins play tomorrow. Jenkins play at Arbondale. They play Arbondale tomorrow.
They play against each other?
They play Discovery tomorrow, and they play Lake Wells on Wednesday at the Arbondale tip-off. Jenkins do.
I like that because it's Polk. It's Battle of Polk for tip-off. That's a good one.
Yeah, they got Eric got all Polk team. I just got to find it real quick.
I like that. I actually like that. Not if they're both like they're gonna be strong teams, but at least they're giving us something that we should be like. I wish they'd put it out earlier. We can like market and promote it for them.
Blicker say Blicker put his games inside the text. So I just illuminated what he got going.
I like that. That's hometown. Go Leesburg, go Eustis. I hated them. I hate them when I played.
Santa Fe play. I'm looking at it now. They play at Leesburg High against Eustis and Leesburg on Tuesday and Thursday.
I think Blicker come out on top on. I don't know what Leesburg. I know Eustis. I don't know. That's. If I can give Blicky any advice on that, it's small skill guys, small athletes running up and down the court all day. But
Auburndale tip off the 14th. Auburndale versus McKill.
There you go. You got it.
Ridge versus Lake Wells. 6 and 7:30, and on the 16th, it says Auburndale versus Ridge, Lake Wells versus McKill.
Okay, so the one I got,
Jenkins was in it.
you got 3 games. What I got, Coach, I got McKill Lake.
They might have added some.
Yeah, I got McKill Lake Wells at 5:30. I got Auburn Excel at 45 and Jenkins Discovery at 8. And then the 15th, they got Lake Wells Jenkins at 5:30, Discovery Excel at 6:45, and Auburndale McKill at 8. So that's all Polk teams. So 3 games Monday and 3 games on. So tomorrow when we post the teams that we have, then where's such and such at? Where's such and such at? Well, listen, all we can give you is what we got. You know,
we ain't gonna post them.
But that's what we're saying. But that's the thing.
We don't have it anyway, so
yeah.
You really, as soon as they wait till you don't post, they wait till you don't post. And
Man.
I'm trying to say the coaches like, okay, my bad, and we be catching it, and the coaches be leaving us out to dry because they won't send us stuff because they don't want people to see this, that, and the third.
So what Bart? We got Bartow, or do I need to say trash?
Bartow will be in Winter Haven Tuesday and Thursday. He said, I want to say
he's in Winter Haven.
No, Orlando. I meant Orlando. My bad.
Yeah.
Bartow will be in Orlando Tuesday and Thursday. McGriff don't play in Polk County. He go in the cut somewhere.
What about Kathleen?
Haven't got nothing from Kathleen.
Trash. What about Lakeland?
Haven't got nothing from Lakeland.
Because don't they play Victory?
I thought Lakeland was.
Yeah, Victory played Lakeland, right?
That's what I thought in the preseason.
Yeah, Victory played Lakeland.
I haven't got nothing either one of them. I heard him say that about they playing.
Coach told me this morning. I mean, yesterday he played Lakeland.
It's at Victory. I hadn't got nothing. That'd be great to get something to post. Well,
yeah, Lakeland played Victory.
Yes, Auburndale playing at the Tracy McGrady Memorial Gymnasium located at Auburndale High School. Yes, sir. So that's all I got, Coach. I'm sure other people playing, but you have to go do digging and do research and recon work for folks to help you.
Folks don't want to get that sausage put in them early and then be talked about.
Well, what's the name? Speaking of, what's the name? Drop their schedule finally. The other day, they take a lot of criticism and heat, and it was very quiet when I posted the schedule. Jordan Christian Prep.
Trash.
Those people those people don't till some bees now. They don't bump the schedule up and nobody had them to say.
Are they playing anybody local?
No, not really.
They're not playing anybody local.
Is it the coaches here avoiding them because of the strength of schedule?
The coach from Jordan Christian Prep says that he has reached out to multiple squads and folks either won't take the call or won't play, won't schedule.
Because of the strength of schedule. That's a game that'll probably hurt I hate the strength of schedule thing. That's so dumb.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's
killing the rivalries, man.
It doesn't count towards strength of schedule. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, so it's an easy excuse or a cop out. Like, I ain't gonna play because I ain't gonna get no point. Like they say, points. It just kills rivalries.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Like we see it now. Like games being played one time during the season because of the strength of schedule. It's just killing basketball.
Are people not answering JCP because of strength of schedule or because
That's the cop out. I mean, I don't get no points while I'm playing.
The people they keep bringing in because he done brought some folks in.
So just some of both. You know what I'm saying? Like, one, strength of schedule because you don't get any points for it, but two, you can't lose to them because it's gonna make you look bad, and you may be some kids venture over that way. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, you got to do what's best for your program. I'm not gonna, but not to answer a call. Just answer the call. Just coach, we can't play. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how hard that is.
Easy. Nope, we ain't playing. Thank you for that. Thank you for the offer.
So what? So if I play, I won't play Jordan Christian Prep because I don't get no points. But I will play out the door Primitive Baptist, and I get 1 point or -2 points. So help me out with the logic.
We talking about a team that's not going to make the playoffs anyway. So
so I'd rather take them. I'd rather them points of, throw us out the door, academy, or hanging on the wall, Christian.
Now, that pride of losing to JCP would hurt, boy.
Yeah, it would.
That pride would hurt.
Yeah,
got guys like me and Billy D right here talking about rubbing it in.
Bro, we gonna ride them too.
I wonder if it's more B than A, but like you say, A sounds good. A good for the headlines, but I don't know. That's a tough one. Man, got to play all these people out that's not even in Polk County. No, I just looked at the schedule. Ain't nobody on this schedule from Polk County.
No,
nobody.
Hey, man, I guess he gotta enter the like somebody just said, get that paperwork in instead of filing another way. He won't. It just hit.
Well, I mean, the FSSA paperwork is a process.
It's a 3-year process.
It's a 3-year process. So
I know Oasis, they just got in this year, so they'll be in a district. But it's definitely a 3-year process. But at the same time, I'm not mad at them for doing the independent thing. Yeah, it hurts them for playing local teams, but then your games are not capped. They probably play 30, 40 games, and then they're able to go anywhere that they want to go. Like I seen on their schedule, like they traveling out of state like several times.
They got the money to do it. They need to do it. That's a good look. Just don't get mad. We start ranking JCP number 1.
It's already some people mad.
We got him at number 5 right now, right?
4.
Got him at 4. And they went out of that. They had a nice little win. They already played.
It's coming. It's coming. That ranking number 1. Y'all start losing some games, boy. I don't want to hear nobody talking about, they won't play nobody. We know that they'll play. They got two
ball players in that Blazer kid and that's the Yakovich. Kids can go, both of them, and they got size 6'7", 6'8". They ain't like no little fellas.
Man, listen, you stay at that level right there, you're gonna be the Polk County gonna have a Mount Vernon in about 5 years.
Especially keep getting them kids from overseas.
Yeah, it don't take but him to get 1 or 2 guys to go to a Power 5. It'll change that whole look of that program. Because Mount Vernon didn't start off like loud. It took some work.
It took some work.
And that's the thing. Maybe he's the only one that see that. I mean, you see it clearly because you're talking about it. But he got an opportunity because kids try to get over here.
But you got to think about how many schools that used to be in Florida high school that has went independent now. Like you talk about, like what's the school in Jacksonville? Arlington Country Day. Remember, they was winning the state championship every year.
Oh, they went independent?
They've been independent. Have you not noticed them in the state? Like
I did catch my mind because there was another team that had some type of name.
Bruh, they went independent. Remember Calvary Christian from a couple years ago?
I heard about them.
That's why you haven't seen them. That's why they went to the state championship last year. You know what I'm saying? You got teams going that route. So you know what I'm saying?
From a sports perspective, and please y'all don't throw that screen at me, but you might. Might it be time, just from a total across the board sports perspective, for one of our county schools to look at possible independent? And I'm gonna say it, so y'all can't really come at me because I'm an alumni, so hopefully I can get away with it because it's my school. I graduated. You think, from a total sports perspective? I know it ain't a touchy, it ain't a cute, it ain't a sexy topic. But I am an alumni, so I'm bringing it up. Not neither one of y'all. So I don't throw something at the screen. They can throw it at me. But sometimes we gotta have these courageous conversations.
But you know what, though, Coach? Somebody recently have done that, and they have built their program back up where they actually made the playoffs this year, and that was Haines City. As far as football goes, remember they went independent for like 1 or 2 years because they couldn't get enough kids out. They had like 15, 20 kids, so they had to go independent for a couple of years. Then they get in Coach Harrington. Coach Harrington has built that program up where they actually made the playoffs this year.
Made the playoffs this year, Coach.
I remember Lake Regions did that a few years back, so it may need to be considered.
It ain't something that we want to talk about. And you ride by All Saints, they look like a little baby college. I mean, they definitely have the resources and the money. Them and Lakeland Christian put you in the same mindset. They steady building stuff in Lakeland Christian. But with Kathleen, like I said, it's my school, so I mean I can speak on it. I just can't. I don't know the last time Kathleen had positive publicity, a positive pub.
Are you just talking football? There was just two years.
I'm talking
2 years. 2 years ago, there was one game from state. 2 or 3 years ago.
Yeah,
3 years ago. Three years ago, they were one game from state when Bartow beat them.
Okay, so maybe I'm pushing the panic button. I'm just asking the question because
I don't know. Is it the school? Or is it the kids, man? Let's look at the bigger picture. Like,
well, that's what we got it out.
Is it the school or is it the kids, bro? Like,
I can ask it because I went to Kathleen, so I feel like I could ask it.
So on the back, if we're talking basketball, man, if we're talking basketball, right? The public schools in the county in Lakeland, you got Shaw, you got Monty's son, right? Who else has went to college for basketball? Is it just basketball just down around Lakeland? Because they all spread it out.
Yeah, public school. Because I mean, if you count private school,
I'm counting public. I'm saying public schools.
Public school. Okay.
So let's George Lake Gibson. Name a kid that's went to college in the last 4 years.
For basketball.
Basketball. We're talking basketball. No. See, taking too long. Next, George Jenkins.
Jenkins got the kid that's at Pasco now, the King kid.
Who?
Kemp and King.
Okay, that's one.
They had two. King went two. The King kid went.
Okay, they got two. They got two. All right, so now let's go to Lakeland.
Now for basketball.
Nah.
Lil Pat.
Yeah, but he ain't playing ball. He went, but he ain't playing ball no more.
I'm saying, but we just counted that went within his last little 4 years. That's three, right?
That's three.
Then Kathleen got 2. That's 5 kids in Lakeland for basketball. Now you take that back to when the prime of basketball was like the prime of a sport, like when Kathleen was dominating basketball. That list you can match just at one school. So is it the kids? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what year Nick graduated with? Is Nick within the 4 years? It's just low. It's just it ain't the kid.
Yeah.
The kids.
We struggling to name these kids.
Nick would
And
be.
my thing is, bro, it's actually like the state of the programs. Unfortunately, the programs
You take it back in the time, bro. Like you remember, if you were a basketball when I first came to Lakeland, and this was like from 95 to 2008, 2009. I give it. If you played basketball, if you was a basketball kid, you went to Kathleen. It wasn't no, oh, I ain't gonna get no playing time. Oh, I ain't gonna get this. You went to Kathleen. The percentage of the high basketball players went to Kathleen. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that it wasn't no other school that had ball players, but you had Kathleen was the school, like Lakeland is for football. Right? Now we even take it to Lakeland with football, bro. If you're just looking at Lakeland, the percentage goes down. They're getting kids from other cities now for football. If you said Lakeland, they wouldn't be dominant as they are. It's not a healthy conversation, but they're not getting just Lakeland kids. They're getting kids from Auburndale, kids from Ridge. Kids are coming from everywhere else. That's keeping that program on that side of the hill. But just like the city of Lakeland, it's so spread out, bro, that it's not the same. And nobody wants to have that conversation and say that the kids. Like you don't have those kids anymore. You just don't have those type of kids that take the sport serious. If you do, you look at the kids Blicker pulled in, that went to the private school route when he had Joe and all those kids. Those kids are at a public school. They probably would have been zoned for Kathleen. That were Lakeland kids. One of those kids came from Haines City, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey, I think Blicker missed the whole question. Ain't Santa Fe private?
We talking Blicker. We talking public school guys. I mean, I guess a point can be made that most of them guys came from public school, right? And Javon spent all his time at Santa Fe, but Ray came from public. Twan came from public. Alvin came from public. Johnny came from public. Trey came from public. Coop and Zeke. So yeah. So we talking public schools. Yeah. I mean, so I guess Blicker.
Oh, it ain't the part of like the college part, like they all at once. We're talking about the state of the programs.
No, we're not. Yeah, Blick. I think
we're speaking on the state of programs. We're past that because like those guys you named that are playing at that level, like we asked where are they now? We haven't got an answer on majority of them other than Trey. But we're talking about like you were talking about going independent. What I'm saying is those kids are spread all out now. So even right there, Blicker's taking majority of those kids and put them in private schools. So it ain't the situation of independent, the kids.
So you're saying it's not necessarily an indication of the program.
The programs that went down too. I could say the programs that went down. I personally, this is just me. This probably ain't a healthy thing either. I've never seen Kathleen basketball be like a program. They just had basketball guys. When I think program, I'm thinking of what Scott built. I'm thinking of what Billy D and Lake Wells and all those guys had. I'm thinking of what Terrence McGriff had when I'm thinking programs. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, but it was a culture. It still was a culture.
Yeah. Because even when Taylor was there, they didn't have like a program.
Yeah,
like it just was the basketball guys. The tradition was Kathleen was the topic of conversation. You get what I'm saying? So like you went there because the past was, hey, man, if you good, you go to Kathleen. When you're saying program,
high level though, you know what I'm saying? And they competed at a high level.
Yeah, exactly.
Was Kathleen a program?
No, I just said I didn't think Kathleen was a program.
Okay.
Like I said, we can debate that, but like I said, it still was a culture where they was relevant around the state, and that's where
they definitely was relevant because they stayed in and out because they had all the basketball guys.
And that's where we get that right now.
Bro,
who is relevant around the state consistently. Like people didn't like coming to Polk County playing certain teams or programs.
So what is a program, bro? What is a program? What do y'all consider a program? Because I got a whole different outlook of what a program is.
So Kathleen, back when they was doing what they was doing, and once again, I'm as alumni. That's a good point.
Let me just say this, bro. This is what I can tell you that I didn't feel there was a program.
Okay.
When I was in high school, right? Just say Florida Southern Camp, right? Kathleen wasn't one of those teams that were there. Coach Gibbons would they weren't doing that. They wouldn't summertime. You didn't hear about Kathleen moving around all across the state playing basketball. Now, I ain't saying that they wasn't good because they had basketball guys. So when you're speaking of program, you're doing year-round. For me, program is a year-round thing. It ain't about winning, losing, all that. You're doing stuff year-round. How many schools in Lakeland were doing, been doing year-round, what the stuff McGriff that we see McGriff doing? Like, how often do we see that now? Like, you can list a couple of schools, but when we're talking program, I'm talking year-round, doing everything that these guys are going in and out. Kathleen was doing that.
Is that maybe why it's not more banners in Kathleen Gym?
I'm not even speaking on the banners. I'm talking about just like the word program.
Like you said, they didn't really do nothing in the year round. So if you do something year round, does that equate to more banners? I mean, because there's banners in there, but we know that we said that they came up short. Kathleen's come up short.
Cheese said they was doing that, right? Cheese just said they were doing that. I had Bradley here whole summer. All they did was do stuff in-house. They didn't go to those big-time camps and go travel and play. AAU became popular at that time, right?
All right.
Yeah, but we always release the kids in the month of June in order to be with their high schools. And like you said, it was only certain people going out.
I'm just asking y'all. Tell me what is a program, Billy D? Yeah, so what is a program? Because I look at McGriff as a program.
Yeah, you only seen certain people at Florida camp, Florida State camp. You know, it wasn't everybody. It definitely wasn't everybody.
So who in Polk was doing that?
Like I said, McGriff for sure. He always brought his kids out. I always took my kids out too. Like I said, we was either at Florida State or Florida camp. Winter Haven, always went places off the top of my head. So
tell me a time that Kathleen was doing that back in that time. Tell me a time that Kathleen was doing those major summer activities like that.
What's your definition of program, boss, bro? PG.
I'm telling you, a year-round activity. Like it's a machine that's going around year-round that they're doing it. He just named two. He just named himself and McGriff that were doing it at that time, right?
When you start talking about Kathleen in the 90s, that's because G-Man was actively involved. And they played for him during the summer, so they was at camp because of G-Man.
See, even Brown making the excuse they had football players. So that stops the basketball from being a program. Like you don't do stuff because you got football players.
I mean,
I'm asking, man. I've been here 27 years and I ain't never seen Kathleen dig in the ground in the dominant years that they were doing that. I'm just asking.
I played football. I went to school to play football, but we still managed to go to camp. You know what I'm saying? Even when I had my kids, bro, I had mostly football players, but we still managed to get to camp. If you want to get there, you'll find a way to get there.
See, Cheese making the excuses for him. He had his personal problems. So I'm just speaking, bro. I ain't trying to be like the bad guy of it, but I'm talking about a program. That's a year, bro. Scott Williams made us as a program, bro. We did stuff even to the point, bro. If you wasn't part of the summer program, you wasn't part of doing what was for the summer. If you didn't go to camp with the team, you basically weren't going to even make the team. If you didn't go to camp,
I will make
that brotherhood.
Back then, you could get away with it. And like I said, and be dominant like Kathleen was. All right, you can't do that now. It's no way you can do that now.
But you know why Kathleen was so dominant, right? I said it earlier. All the guys wanted to play at the school because that was the basketball school.
Right.
Barnes, you played basketball? How often did y'all do all that during the summer?
We didn't.
Did y'all do it?
No, we didn't.
But like I said, you could get away with it back then, but you can't do that now. You really can't.
But that's what I'm saying. The talent has disappeared. If them same cool kids was here in this time frame and they still wasn't doing it, they'll still dominate because they had basketball kids.
And my thing is like, a lot of those people don't even live here no more, and the ones that do, they're not sticking with kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to have something to send your kids to. And are we putting a product up to send your kids to?
Dre, you weren't coaching at Kathleen. My top was Kathleen, but I mean, I get it. Like, we looking at Lakeland, period. Like, you just don't see that. I think Hen did some stuff this year, open period, right?
He did.
But then Hen don't do nothing the whole offseason because he coaching football. So that eliminates him. I don't know. That's a tough word. Like, I'm just giving my opinion. Y'all say different on basketball programs. You say win. Some of them saying winning. If you're winning, you're a program.
It impacts consistency, though. It impacts consistency. That's what I say. If you're not constantly doing things and constantly developing your kids, whether they play football or not, it's still other kids that's in your program that need development. All right, they need skill work. So open the gym and get your team better.
So even the kids, right? So even the kids, if they're playing both sports and they got that basketball in them, like they would have the football in them, they would find time for that program.
And we used to do that, especially on the weekend. You know what I'm saying?
You'll find time where you don't hurt yourself, you get injured because you're playing another sport, but you still found that time to be part of it because it was a program. Now it's like, okay, you playing football, we can't touch it all.
Can we get in the gym and get up some shots, especially on a Sunday? You know what I'm saying? Those kids did that.
Program, it's a deep word to me.
So yeah, we used to do that too. It was optional, that Saturday, either Saturday or Sunday. So one day it may be Saturday, one day it may be Sunday, but it was optional. Optional expectation for them to show up, and even if they ain't doing nothing shooting free throws, like you said, just to be around the guy. Like you said, we're not going to do 5-on-5. You're not going to run up and down, but yeah. But I mean, that's a good point, though. That's a good point. Like now,
and I'll say this just to kind of speak on it. That's why we're getting dominated by Broward County so much.
Because what, they have programs and we don't? We got athletes, they got programs?
No, they got both. They doing it year round, bro.
Mm-hmm. We got athletes and programs. We just got athletes.
Yeah, they're doing it year round. But we consistently run into what problem? Our biggest problem is Dade County. We don't fear Orlando. I've never seen Polk County fear Orlando. Like, everybody speak on, they're so skilled, and we way too tough for them. And we
can't use the football thing because they play football down south too, right?
Yep.
Probably the higher level that we do at Polk County. So we can't use that. So I've heard recently, what I've heard is resources. They got so many resources and we don't. I don't necessarily know if I sign on to that one. I sound like you said earlier about a cop-out. To me, that sounds like a cop-out. I don't know if I necessarily agree with they got more resources than we do, and that's why they so much further ahead than we are. I just think that's a cop-out.
No, I wouldn't say that, Ambo. I wouldn't say that Winter Haven, Santa Fe, Adel. I'm just saying, like, you probably building a program over there because you're doing stuff. I wouldn't say that it's just for. I'm just saying everybody has a different look of program. I don't think it's always a blueprint of you winning and being in, like, the ones who win and being state every year. Some people feel that's a program. Some people feel like it's just talent. They're just coming in. I don't know. I just got a different look. I think a program is built through year round. That's all I'm saying. Year round activities.
So when did we get to this point that, like Shane say, you just feel like the kids want it more? Even Marlon just said the parents and the kids different. When did that happen? Because is it the same parents, the kids that play, the parents now played before, so they came up in the Polk County that we're talking about. So how do we get now with their kids are not what they grew up? I mean, what you teaching them? You can only teach what you know, right? What you came up under, right? So if
was year-round critical for you, Billy D?
Definitely.
My
thing is you got to be doing something. You know what I'm saying? Because even if you play multiple sports, those multiple sports help you in whatever sport that you may be going to school for.
I feel like that's just so important.
You know what I'm saying?
That goes into the program of the eligibility, all the stuff we talked about.
Exactly.
That's part of a program. That's all the stuff that involves a program compared to involving
because we was held accountable for our grades in football, which carried over into basketball. So now if you're ineligible at the beginning, you don't get eligible till the end of January. You know what I'm saying? But also, you know, with us in Lake Wells, if we had a really, really good football season, that leadership, that hunger, that competitiveness carried over into basketball. And if you haven't noticed, especially in the 90s when I played, we were competing at a high level in football. We was competing at a high level in basketball. It was the same people on those particular teams that we're talking about. You know, we played in the state championship in football in 95. We also played in the state championship in basketball for 95.
So y'all don't believe that's why Lakeland, the city of Lakeland, is so down? Because they don't have programs? We're talking basketball in public schools.
I would say so. They haven't.
That was my whole point of it. My whole point was
been sustainable at all. There's been
the issue in Lakeland, the issue in public school Lakeland.
Yeah,
it's
the kids. I've been pointing it. I mean, I've been saying different stuff to get right back to the same point. You're missing the programs. Like you missing a lot of things that's in place. Let's take the fire for example, because someone said, "Oh, the fire is the program for schools like Kathleen or whatever." Right? Fire is battling 3 or 4 other AAU teams now. You got kids that don't want to go to the fire because they're saying, "Oh, these kids getting favoritism when they with the fire." So let's look at that. How many kids that came through the fire have been produced as college players? Another unhealthy topic. So now you got kids going to all different type of programs. They got new, you got TB21, a whole new AAU team in Lakeland that we found out about this year.
Well, I am extremely biased when it comes to the fire, so I will.
But you're biased, but you do realize that there's other programs doing stuff now, right? And it's only going to continue to grow.
I do realize things have changed. Yes, sir. Things have changed. It definitely is over that, and I think that's what someone else was saying about it's just not Lakeland and Kathleen in Lakeland no more. It's like multiple schools. Like what Light said, it's just oversaturated. Everybody got a team now. Nobody wants to work together. Everybody wants to just start a team. Let me just go get a team. I don't like how they treated my child. They go to the Lakeland Redbirds. I don't like that my child ain't get enough playtime. He go to Lakeland Sandbags. It's like every day it's coach, it's a new team. Like I can't keep up, man. It ain't that many mascots. You ain't got that many options, man. Just putting together bird, eagles and lions, eagle lions. Just putting together mascots just to make some stuff go, man.
But so even to that topic, right? We spoke on a group of fire kids that were with Missouri, that was 4th grade through 8th grade, right? They played together. If we ask this question now, which I don't know because I'm not as deep into it as you guys, but they were a strong competitive team, right? Throughout the state. If I ask you right now how many of them decide to play together, would that answer come out clearly? Because in the past, in our past, when you got groups like that, you say you go down to Broward or you go to Orlando, what those kids do?
Stay together.
They stay together. So now you can't even get that. You can't even get that because everybody wants their own shine. That's why I say the kids. It ain't just the program. I'm saying it's the kids also.
But I also will say this, though, Toomer. Polk County has a habit of kids developing early and having a lot of success early. But once they get to high school, they stop growing. They stop working where their skills are not, where they need to be. And everybody else catches up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie to you, like the fire does a great job. You know what I'm saying? They have those athletes out there where they are punishing people, especially if you have a team that don't have any guards and they're pressing you the whole entire time, you're gonna struggle against that. But now when everybody else catches up is when the separation is starting for Polk County. So a lot of our kids bloom early, and then next thing you know, though, when they get to high school, they don't have that same success. Maybe you bigger than everybody when you're in middle school or when you're younger, but now you don't grow no more, and you can't be no 6 foot center.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
maybe it's kids running away from the program that coaches can't develop a program. I don't know. I just don't see it.
Maybe 6
Talking
foot
public schools, but maybe the kids run away from the programs.
6
Maybe
foot
it's the
lateral.
parents.
Oh, but they think that, they think, you don't supposed to learn how to dribble or continue to work on shooting. You know what I'm saying? So
the five we did a great job of instilling some things, but like you said, if you don't have the right coach to extend on that or to straighten it out in some cases, it could get you in some trouble, because you pretty much didn't really have a position when you played with the Fire. You just kind of went out there. You
But that's okay. That's okay. If you as an individual are working on your skill set, that's okay in those situations, Barnes. Because like I just made a post the other day. Vince Carter played center in high school at Mainland. Mm-hmm. He was the number 2. He was the number 1 2 guard in the country. So it's okay because you're doing it for the team. Like you say, with the coach they go to, that has to be, depending on how that is.
They got that coach that they get once they get walking that first high school, got to be able to transition. With the Fire, you coming with game experience, you coming with toughness, and you ain't finna lay down. But that skill, they may have been a 4, like you say, a 4-5, like Coach just said. But with they got to move to the 2, so you got to be that transitional piece for them, or else it's gonna be a whole bunch of Vince Carters that can't do what Vince Carter can do, trying to play that position. So
the other thing could be the new era. This new era of kids, this new millennium of kids or whatever it is outgrown. They've outgrown what the old way used to be, and then the smaller cities don't have to worry about that because they only got one school. So Lake Wells ain't got but Lake Wells. You know what I'm saying? So ain't no too much transfer. Bartow got Bartow. Winter Haven got Winter Haven and Lake Region. So of course you're gonna go to Winter Haven. You know what I'm saying? Lakeland got 4 or 5 schools. And this era kids would rather have choices than to say Kathleen's the basketball school, Lakeland's the football school, Lake Gibson the football school, Lake Gibson the basketball school and football school. George Jenkins is a basketball school. It's gonna be a turnaround because I think Jenkins is gonna build up something that's gonna scare everybody in Lakeland.
Jenkins might be building the program, but I can say this:
they got a program. They ain't building it. They got one, bro.
They got one.
Yeah,
I can say this, and because I don't coach no more, and Coach Collins don't coach no more, so I can speak on it now. But you know how tries. We talked about this last week. How y'all had tries, right, Coach? And you got us being there a certain amount of time, and coaches got their feelings on tries. Well, when the people came in the gym at Lakeland, well, I ain't gonna say Lakeland. I already said it, but anyway, they came in for tries, and if I came in practice a couple minutes late, or Coach Hen came in a couple minutes late, And Coach Collins was already in there with the kids. He wanted us to say something to the kid, like call the kid by name.
My car.
And Coach Collins be like, "Coach, you know him?" And we're like, "Yeah, Coach, he played with the Fire." Coach would blow the whistle. Boop, boop. Hey, you go over there with. And they wouldn't even be in tries no more. They would just be over there with the team. And you were like, Coach, if they play with the Fire, know they already tough. They don't play games. We can teach them how to play basketball. So at that point, they weren't even in tries no more. Because at that point, once Coach got them, and once we got them, it's on us to build on it and get them to be the player that we want them to be for our program. But we know they at least coming in with something, right? So
yeah, I mean, it speaks for itself.
Yeah,
it holds weight.
So because you can't do nothing about games, right? Whatever the level is, the fact that they out there competing, you can't do nothing with that. So one thing the Fire did, and these AAU teams that play a lot of games do, is they get the kids games before they get to you. Now once they get to you, it's on you to convince, to help that kid to understand that, okay, I know you, like you said, I know you're a 6 foot All-American at the level you played at, but to play with me, you want to be a 6'2" or 1, and the sooner you can figure that out, the better off we're gonna be. But you're not gonna be a 6 foot 4 or 5 with me. And that becomes the chess match sometimes that shouldn't have to be a chess match. So, okay, I guess I just asked the question. I feel like I can get away with it since I'm a Kathleen alum. But you're saying it's not dire straits with Kathleen. It's just the personnel more.
Yeah, I mean, they were just 3 years ago, bro. There was a 1/2 from the state tournament. I'm just saying, it's the kids, man. These kids don't take the sport as serious anymore. It's just gonna happen.
Yeah. And then
I'm seeing it like every day. Like, we just don't got those kids. And when we have those kids are not taking that pride of saying, let's play together to win a state championship. No matter what school they go to in Lakeland. It's just
they're not staying either.
Yeah.
They're moving around.
They're moving around like crazy. So it's like it's the kids. It's the kids and the lack of the programs. If you had those, you wouldn't have that situation.
Okay.
I gotta get off, fellas, man. I know y'all can keep it going, man. This is a crazy week for me.
Yeah, we got you. We know a week for you, so we appreciate you, man. We about to sign off too. So, anything you
ain't hurt no feelings. I was just keeping it 100.
That's your end off. You just keeping it 100.
Yeah.
Okay. So, man, before we get off, this week we are live. Everybody playing for real. Coach, anything any advice? He gone now, like he in. We have to we only have our thumb on it for a minute. It's playoff week again this week. Playoff part 2. It's the conference finals for him with the classic.
So this is an evaluation period right now. Right now, you got 2 preseason games. Coaches are evaluating, so you need to take care of what you can take care of. So whatever you have control over, when your name is called, you got to get out there and you got to produce. Make it tough for the coach to bring you out. Figure out what's your role on that team and thrive in that role. Because coaches are looking. They've been observing, they're evaluating, they're trying to figure out how you fit in. You might not get another opportunity, so you got to take advantage of it. Coaches, you got to be prepared, focus, start getting, set your goals and have written goals, and and try to reach those goals and let them know what the expectations are. And good luck to everybody, and I hope everybody stays healthy throughout this week.
Good luck to everybody get better. We will post the games as always every day of what we have. So in the morning, if you don't see your team posted, just know that we didn't get the information. So when you come for us, like we know y'all do, we just let us know. It's all in love. We post what we got. So last 2 things, Coach. We got 2. We know we're a basketball show, but we got 2 games. We got 5 teams still left in high school football. We got Lakeland, Bartow. We got Victory, Lakeland Christian, and one more missing. Sebring, I think.
Lake Wells.
Oh, Lake Wells. We got 6 teams left. 2 of them playing each other. So, any thoughts on the high school playoffs before we talk about the thing that's happening down the road, I-4 on Saturday afternoon?
All right, so the ones that play each other, short to the left, jersey to the right.
It's about to be basketball season, Coach, somewhere.
Coach McGriff will be getting his kids soon. So he can get prepared for the season. Other than that, good luck to all of those teams. Just represent Polk County. I really like Sebring. I like Lake Wells. I like Lakeland. And I think, do Victory play Lakeland Christian?
I think they do. Yep, I think they do, Coach.
And that's
so why you looking that up? So you saying that it will be officially basketball season at least at Yellow Jacket Way at 10:30 Friday night. That's what.
Oh yeah, that's a wrap.
But everybody else in Lake Wells, we still got practice. And
Lake Wells play a tough Leesburg team. I saw them on film. It's not going to be an easy walk, but they still should. Hopefully they take care of business.
Okay.
But,
so you could have kept that inside.
Victory plays Zephyr Hills Christian, which I think is maybe the number 1 seed.
1 seed, and Victory the 4 seed, right?
Yeah.
And then Lakeland Christian is the 2 seed, and they play whoever the 3 seed is. So if they both win, they'll play each other next week.
Yeah, we room for both of them.
We still got 6 alive, and we guaranteed at least 1 since 2 of them playing each other. So we still got at least 1. If it's a catastrophe, we at least got 1 that moves on to the next round.
We at least have 1. Lakeland Christian play Cardinal Mooney. That should be a tough game too.
So Victory and Lakeland Christian both got tough.
Yeah.
Fort B got upset last week.
Got upset when Sarasota Booker beat them.
Man, them people, hey man, 1 game, man, you gotta be ready. So it's shorts to the left, shoulder pads and helmets both ways down at Fort B right now.
Hey Marlon, who is we? I need to know who we.
So they believe in how to eat. That's the coach.
Bro,
Coach
I know Coach Eaton, and good luck to Coach Eaton.
5 fella.
For about 4 weeks straight, y'all was quiet as I don't know what. Y'all limped into the playoffs. I'm just saying.
Oh, they say they full strength now. They went full strength first time they caught Lakeland.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
What the streets say now, what the barbershop say, they went full strength now. What they say that shout out to my boy George and Cook. They say they went full strength, man.
Man, I'm taking all bets on that one. Hit me in my DM. I'm taking all bets on that one.
Oh, you taking all action, huh?
What?
You hit my line and you got action. All right, and then the other one, Coach, Saturday. Saturday, we got the Wildcats and the Rattlers. What you think?
Yeah, I'm like,
what? The Wildcats have a chance.
Fam, you've been playing really, really good this year. They should actually make the playoffs, so they have to win. They really do have to win, but you never know. It's a rivalry game. It's been, years where FAMU has dominated that series, and then Cookman went on their run. I think FAMU have won the last 2, but judging on the way the season has gone, I think FAMU should win.
So FAMU win, they in the playoffs, in the FCS playoffs, right?
They should. I remember last year they went 9-2 and didn't get in. So,
yeah, I'm hearing. They can't go to the playoffs because of the celebration. So they can't go to the playoffs because of the Celebration Bowl. FAMU can't. Oh wow! I'm heading up to Boston on Saturday. If my baby them, if they win Saturday, they win the conference championship and they get the automatic FCS. So very excited for him. They should have won Saturday and got it, but they let it slip away. But they got a shot. It's winning all or nothing. So very happy to go check him out in all the elements. So also it don't matter if FAMU win. Well, I guess it matters if they win, but they can't go to the playoffs anyway. They must get more money from the Celebration Bowl.
Yeah, that's the knock on the SWAC though. You know, they're not gonna change that Bayou Classic game. You know what I'm saying? And the SWAC championship happens during the playoffs. So
That's crazy, man. So I guess more money. It's all about the money. Like Wu-Tang, cash rules everything around me. So all the chance Cookman got is at halftime. That's what I'm hearing. Hey man, well, we appreciate y'all rocking with us once again, man. And I know all the kids, especially the coaches, y'all are ready to get going, getting to actually line up against some other people tonight, run some of your stuff. Hopefully everybody's doing, get a chance to see what they want to see. To all the 6 teams that's still alive, football playoffs, it's go Polk. We know Lakeland play Bartow, so unfortunately one of y'all will be done. But everybody else, hopefully we go 5-0. One team got to be done, unfortunately. But good luck, man, this weekend. We won't be here next week because it's the weekend. It's the family reunion weekend over in Orlando, so we won't be on next weekend. So we'll next see y'all in 2 weeks. So y'all be safe, man. And if you want to send your information about your games, please send them to us so we can get them out to you. And until next time, y'all be safe. Polk Hoops, we out. Take care.